tracer. It's a frame tracer. The blocker is going to put the block on the lens for the edgers to cut down. So that's going to go in the tracer first. Like a natural. Alright, you're going to trace both eyes. So you can either do just the right, just the left, or both.
Okay.
You guys are always just going to do both. Do you remember anything about decentration?
I remember, I mean, yes, but I'm sure you have.
No, right, you haven't had to do it. And that's what when you trace both eyes, it figures out the frame PD. So all you're going to do is tell it the patient's PD.
Okay, okay.
So once it's done, you're going to hit tracer to load it down. It's going to call the information from the tracer. It knows that the frame PD is 69.8. So this patient's PD is 32/31. Goofy thing with this blocker. Patient's looking at you. You're probably okay with it because refracting and stuff, the patient's looking at you. This is the right eye. So 32 for the right eye, 31 for the left eye. Because they're looking at you.
Gotcha.
People screw that up a lot. I screwed that up the first couple times I did it.
This is the right one because they're looking at
this one, and then up here.
Oh.
RL. It's a.
Yeah. Okay.
What they're looking at. This is a right. So what you.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's
And that's how you lay it out.
Single vision, you're probably not going to have an OC height, but BT, I still don't know what BT stands for, but it's the OC height.
We usually always put in an OC height, even for single vision, because that's what Dr. Susan prefers.
Okay.
Sometimes there won't be one, and John has showed us like certain instances. Yeah.
Yeah, you either split the B, the military does everything 3 up. Generally, people's eyes fall about 3 millimeters above the center, at least in military frames. A lot of the newer ones, it's 5 or 7 up. I mean, a lot of them sit lower now on people's faces, so whatever. You'll typically have, we'll call it 24. So that's showing us the decentration. It knows the frame PD, it knows the B measurement, so it knows it's gonna go, whatever, 2.5 in and 4 up.
Okay.
So this is where this blocker's cool. In the past, what you've had to do is you know that the prescription's plus 150, minus 1 at 90. You have to come over here and dot it up. With this, we know that the axis on the right eye is 90. Axis on the left, it's gonna be, let's do this. 180. Those are like normal looking axes. So then you're gonna go to the block screen. So hit the block button. That's going to show you the shape. Take the lens that we're going to block. It's awkward feeling, but you just kind of put it on top of those little fingers. And you know what you're doing. You're trying to get it.
I'm guessing.
You're really close. So pull the lens towards you just a little bit. It's that little yellow square. You want to get it around that red circle.
Yellow square.
Well, you're right in the middle. See how that went to the green circle?
Okay, so I see yellow, I see green.
That's funny because you did like exactly what you should have done. Right in the middle, you see that little green circle right there?
Oh, yeah.
So that's like that's the target, I guess.
Okay.
So when move it a little bit out of the way, you'll see that circle goes red.
So you just want it where it turns green?
Yep.
Okay. And the rest of the circles don't matter. You're just trying to get the green?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then we can see that the shape is going to fall within the shape of the lens.
Okay.
So it's going to cut out. We're cool. So you're going to hit this button here to clamp it.
This one?
Yep. It's going to have clamps come down from the top to hold it still so it doesn't move around. And it moved just a little bit. Yeah. So with it down, you can still move it some. So just kind of move it until it goes back to green. And then you've got blocks. So you guys actually use red and green, or green and red. Green, red. Same thing here, green and red. So you're gonna take a green block.
Does it matter?
Nope. And then one of these little pads off of there. going to go in this holder here. If you look at the block, there's a top and a bottom, so that notch is going to face the top that's facing away from you.
You gotta push down until you can click. Yeah.
Feel it.
Feel it.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then you peel off the pad, and then hit the middle button there, that's the block. And I didn't ask, do you guys use job numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you said something about coins, right?
Yeah.
Nice, 11, okay. So, it says to please remove the lens, so go ahead and take the lens off and then hit OK. Otherwise it screws up the cameras. And then repeat the left eye. So, let me find something that's so... It's not a +5.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oops, sorry.
Try to multitask.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're good. So yeah, I kind of tossed it in there a little bit. Boom.
Okay. And then
Yep. And you already got the block in.
is that okay on it or probably not?
No.
Okay.
These are crappy test lenses, so
Yeah, they're fine.
you're okay. Or do it right.
Practice it the right way.
Okay, so the step I missed was having you give it a job number on the front screen. It's not a big deal, but right now it saves as job number 0. So over here we're gonna hit job number bottle or bar, and then receive. I'm just gonna call that job reference.
I have chicken biscuit that's not a bacon.
And we didn't change the material either. We'll just use it. Alright, so that lens is gonna go in. You see that it's the green block or yep, that faces up.
I couldn't fit. I had it double.
And make sure your fingers are out of the way. You're gonna hit the chuck button.
There's a lot.
Yep. And then start.